the days that we drank Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far, and welcome to those joining us over on YouTube. Hopefully you got pulled over here also magically, and welcome back to those watching us on Twitch. We're switching over to Contract Ville, so that is just finishing the update in the background. So we will be ready to rock and roll very soon. And we're joined by the one, the only Waggly Shrimp that you can follow at twitch.tv/Waggly Shrimp.
No.
Is your update all updated?
Yeah.
Ah, because you're prepared, not like that derpy streamer type.
Yeah. Disgraceful. Lets us down.
All the time. Thank you, Mark. Can't threaten Mark with no cheese. That's inhumane. It's all an unusual punishment.
But more for me.
Ah, well, there is that. Sorry, Mark, you lose. It's been a good run.
Let's get the visibility.
Oh, have I just done it as an open thing? Damn. You earn magic. Interesting.
My, look at those cool vans.
They are indeed cool vans. There you go, Waggly. So these vans, what we've done with them is set them up at the end of last session. These are the delivery vans. So when you go into them, you can see organized flooring in this one. And then this one, you've got all of the different paints. We have the painting van. And this one, we've got some of the lighting kit. So it's, rather than ordering for each site, we're bringing each van to the site. Oh, Wagby, could you say some words?
Words and stuff and stuff and words.
Yeah, that was exactly the right amount of words and stuff and words. Thank you. Right, do you remember what we were doing? But we have had an update because we're now on version 0.05, I believe.
Well, there's now a garden centre.
Ooh, do you want to go to the garden centre? Hey, hang on. Can we? Does that mean we get toasties and cake?
Maybe not you.
Like I remember you. Like I remember you.
All right, I'll drive. They need early testers for... Oh. Wagley has been going on about this for... Hang on.
Get me a spot, get me a spot, get me a spot.
Are you not already looking? Come on.
Why? That's what I got you for.
Yep, they need testers in Bath, right.
Come on.
From Tuesday the 10th of February.
Yep, every day. Come on.
I might be able to actually make that. So, do we just make a booking or open now? I don't think they intend that to happen. I'm on Open Table and it's got bookings for today. We're in Tuesday 10th of February and Wednesday March 5th. Right. Well, Tuesday's not the 10th of February, so we're doing well so far. Tuesday's the 11th, isn't it? All right. If you DM your buddy, Wagley, we will plan a trip to go to Bath for Beefy Boys and the...
I'm DMing all my friends. They can all take me.
Like a daily thing, yeah?
I need more friends.
All right. Did you lock these garage doors?
You just took that long to drive us out of here. The doors gave up. I think it suffocates about then as well.
Oh, really? I'm probably going to be in Scotland at the tail end of that. But is it February time that suffocates around?
Yeah, around her birthday.
Why do you celebrate a birthday when she's we've got Spiderfoot Day now?
That's after her birthday, apparently. It's two different things.
Are we sure? So the garden centre's replaced one of the furniture stores, I think. Well, like the drop-off for a furniture
No, it was like
store.
the drop-off for one of the contracts.
Yeah, which was... It said it was a furniture store. It wasn't actually a furniture store, though. Like, it was one you could go and buy stuff at. No, oh, no, nothing happened. Thankfully, Waggly's going to be messaging everyone for the rest of the stream to ask who will take her out for dinner.
Hold up, need to speak to Mummy.
Look at, not even kidding. Ooh, furniture stuff. Yep. Up there with a... there's a restaurant in Cardiff I know that Waggly is a big fan of. But the Beefy Boys in general, we were in Bath in November and Waggly was checking daily for the progress on the building site there. Is Waggly goal orientated? Yes. Oh, these plants are kind of neat. Right, sorry about that. Ooh. Bushes and trees. Look at the garden furniture out here as well. That's kind of neat. I think Waggly's Beefy Boys orientated, so so am I. Just not the same kind of Beefy Boys. Hey, look, you could be converted, Joe. That's to being both. Waggly will happily walk you through why it's in your best interests. Ooh, they've got some really cool stuff in here, actually. Loads of barbecues, table lamps, sour pits, garden lamps, pergolas. And lots of trees as well. That's cool. Being as Waggly gets rid of all of the trees, I wouldn't do such thing in any game. That outdoor kitchen's pretty neat. I've just been DM'd by Waggly. Just going to put the link in for... Waggly is present but not here. Waggly is messaging everyone that she knows anywhere near Bath, asking if people would like to go out for lunch. To be fair to Waggly, this is... she's been waiting on this for months. So. We'll say criticism, no garden centre cafe. What are they playing at? I guess you're welcome. Yeah, no, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Did you actually look at the shopping list?
Yeah, I did. It's got some cool stuff in there. The other barbecue stuff is really cool. And so are a lot of the
Good, I'll
plants
get
and
back in.
plants.
You've had a look. Get back in. Are you messing with me?
What do you mean? I'm waiting for you. You coming? I'm in DM groups with Wagley where Wagley is messaging other people about Beefy Boys. Get in the car! Right, do we have a job on at the moment?
We were building a house.
Right, do you remember where the house is? And if so, do you mind marking it and we'll go and have a look? Oh, Wagley.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mark the nearest fuel station, or are we going to pass one on the way to the house?
We'll pass one on the way.
Excellent.
Don't damage my car.
Damn it, that's the first time I've done that, the way you've actually been watching.
I was watching before, but I was typing.
Oh, also, if you're in the UK, a reminder that today is the last day of the UK British Rail sale. So if you're looking at advanced tickets anywhere in the UK, you can currently save up to 50% off, excluding your railcard discounts. So if you're planning a trip between now and March, if you book it today, you'll get a discount on your rail fares. Not sponsored or anything, just something that I've just remembered I'm going to be planning a trip to Scotland, so... You looked at London, there didn't appear to be any discount. It's only on advance tickets and only between now and March 30 something. So it has to be the equivalent of the one-way singles. They may also have sold really well, to be fair.
I thought you were getting petrol.
I got petrol. It's full.
Oh yeah, I was paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's No, on return tickets you don't get anything off. But if you book 2 singles, 2 specific journeys, that's where the savings are, bud. How does your PC like this area, out of interest? Mine is not a fan.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, outside now is grass fence road.
So as an example, if we put big, hang on, I can, let's go to National Rail. Journey planner. And if I just pick 2 stations, so let's say Manchester, and you'll ideally want to pick a specific station, so I'm going to take Manchester Piccadilly to, I'll do London all stations and see if it happens. And you can click on the return, so if then I pick, I know, the second weekend of February, say the 8th to the 9th, with no rail cards, and let's just do a, weekends are already off-peak trains, so it doesn't matter so much about being early morning. There we go. Yes, Euston, isn't it? So if you, the 906 from Manchester Piccadilly to Euston, and like the 20 to midnight from Euston back to Manchester, or maybe not do that one because that's coming back the following day effectively. Do it a wee bit earlier. Maybe time for a streaming PC too. Yeah. Thing is, 2 PC setups are kind of a pain in the ass. And the reason this is chugging is just because there's so many assets. It's not particularly well optimized at the moment because it is early access. There you go. Let's say back then. Right. Off-peak return. Let's see. Oh, bad words. So you're getting a little bit off on, depending on the train you catch, you're actually cheaper still buying a return. There's 54 quid return. But you can get down to from Manchester to Euston for £34. That's, I think, 54 with a return. If you have a rail card, you get a third off again. What isn't optimized this game? Yes, this game isn't optimized, Rob. That's why it's only chugging now when we're in this house, because this house has been built with a huge number of assets. The PC is a 5950X with 128 gig of RAM and a 4090 graphics card. It's not the PC. It's this and Armour are 2 games you'll see that look like they're going to chug. And in fact, I wonder... Hang on, let me see if I could... I don't think this will make it better, but let's try a thing. Or we can try 2 things, in fact. DLSS will turn anti-aliasing off. Okay, well that's... Problem is you'll get some artifacting, but it might look a little... Because DLSS is best when there's not much change in the scene, like driving games or shooters. Ambient light may be using global illumination. Could be, but... before God update, this game's really running really well for me. It is generally everywhere for us. Like if I go outside, hang on. Oh, wrong controls, wrong vehicle. So I've set it to run at 60 FPS outside. And it's running at no problems at all at 60, just driving around. It is specifically because this house, as we get closer, so it's gone from 60 to 42 to 29 to 14 to 16. So specifically the house, because it's currently still being built, all of the assets are interactable in it. And that's now down to 24. And my GPU and CPU, by the way, are both only using about 50% utilization. And that's including doing all the streaming to multiple platforms. So it is just an optimization thing as with the house building. We took out that door on purpose, didn't we? Or are these the... Yes, yeah, that's what I meant. It's using 50% CPU is quite a lot. Yeah, it is. Hang on, give me a second. Let me open up one of the measures. And 60, there we go. Nope, that doesn't actually give me enough. So Contract Ville itself is only using 15% of my CPU. 1.5. With everything else running, hang on, let's see if I can force it to use more. No, it caps at 15%. Yeah, we could do lossless scaling. Like, I've literally just opened it in the background. But I don't think that really adds much to this, to be honest. There you go. Because this already does use DLSS, so it's probably going to cause a mess and might crash the stream. But let's give it a go. Oh yeah, Nvidia is hating this. So it now says it's at 60 frames a second.
Don't be nicking my counters. Yours are on the trolley.
Oh, they're on the trolley, are they? Thank you.
Both those trolleys are your share. Stop nicking my stuff.
Yes, boss.
You should have two of everything but the island.
So this is using lossless scaling. Cabinet kitchen. Which bit's the kitchen?
The back bit.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to be able to see whenever we move. You see that just around. It's not too bad because it's only on double. But whenever you move, you're going to get two lots of slight artifacting, one from DLSS and one from lossless scaling. And yes, it is, Mark. Which you want to see it in its most ridiculous form, and if the stream crashes, I apologise. Hang on. There you go. This is now apparently 100 frames a second, even in the worst scenario. But you're going to see so much more artifacting. Nope. Not on 4K, on 1080p. There was literally no point in me doing 4K because I can't broadcast that to any streaming services. That's what I was looking for. But what lossless scaling is doing is basically generating additional frames with the effect of it looking a wee bit smoother, but that only applies in instances where it's not too obvious. There's not too many frame changes. So as soon as you move around too much, you'll see slight artifacting. So I'll turn lossless scaling back. Oof. Wow, lossless scaling freaking hated that. Right, there we go. Turn it back down to a more sensible level. And lossless scaling is a app on Steam that's super useful for things like armor. Because armor doesn't use multi-core.
And the oven and the sink, you're useless.
Right, let's also turn off DLSS inside here. Again, just to be clear, like, this game does absolutely A-OK. Yeah, I'll do those two instead. The vast majority of the time, it is very specifically just because we're in this building. And you're going to notice artifacting a lot more if you're using lossless scaling when running around. But if I turn lossless scaling off again, there you go, unscale. That artifacting will drop off, but the frame rate will look like it's chugging a bit. And that now NVIDIA's struggling to be able to tell what the frame rate is. Maybe it's memory limitation. If you mean in the program, sorry, Ravel. Yeah, quite possibly. On the memory side, Contract Ville is only using 8 gigs of RAM. Up to 9 gigs. On the GPU side, OBS is using more GPU than Contract Ville is.
That should be your fridge and your oven.
Cool, thank you. Give me a second, I can tell you, Rabab. But yeah, it's, like I say, it's specifically only around large building sites with large number of assets that it has a problem. Okay, so memory is 3600 megahertz. Mega transfers. And there's a grand total of 60 gigabytes being used out of the available 122. Oh, sorry, 128, sorry. On the GPU side, if you want some more figures there, it is barely using anything. It's got 24 gig of memory on the GPU, and it is using 16 between all of the software that's being run, which includes running all of the streams, encoding, Chrome, all of that good stuff. And it's using 32% of the GPU for 3D, and the video encode's using a further 23, and the encode is the bit that's doing the stream. Let's say runs butter smooth elsewhere. It's just when you're doing large builds with large complexity, it causes some problems. Right, Robert says 60 gigs is fine, but having a lot of RAM can be heavy on the memory controller. I mean, sure. But Flanker says, Mark, knows you need 9950X 3D for 1080p content creation. Oof. Also, probably worth providing some context in case people don't know. I used to build PCs for a living, and I am a former IT engineer and currently consult on technology in general, and retail. So I do have a rough idea as to what I'm doing with PCs, being as I've built literal hundreds of them. So certainly interesting to look at what the different things could be that are causing limitations. But I am not a complete noob that hadn't checked some things first. And sometimes I think it is better to just accept some games aren't optimized fully yet, which is a-okay. Like, it's an early access game that's pumping out content. And we're doing things that probably aren't initially intended in the way we're building houses. For example, this house is being built with double the number of assets that would otherwise be used, because we're building it not only large, but it's being built as a terrace of two houses. How many cabinets do I actually have to have?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, I might actually build a kitchen island out of it. Maybe it's just the update. Absolutely. And also, you can go back and watch other streams. We've showed like the like game development is hard, and we've also showed a lot of the content running previously without any problems on the same hardware. And there's still chunters around about when you're building very, very large buildings. But other than that, it is a-okay. Right, I need a kitchen sink. I don't like putting these kitchen sinks in front of these full-length windows. I can do those, but that may be there. Yes, with some games as well, they're absolutely tanking 9 FPS after an update, going from 120 FPS smooth before to 10 FPS after. It's a really common thing that can happen, because part of the challenge is... I've changed my mind where I'm putting this twice now. Part of the challenge is when you're introducing additional new assets, or just any additional new code, it can have unexpected impacts on runtime. And realistically, no matter how big a studio you are, you cannot QA every scenario. You're going to get more QA testing in the first hour of your game being up than you will have had even if you had a year of QA testing with a reasonable sized team. I think in some games they add new visuals like lighting and shadows, which hardly make it look better, but absolutely ruins performance because it seems to clog up the CPU pipeline. Yeah, and also, like, I think people forget still, like, developing games is hard. Developing anything for multi-core performance is also really difficult. What was on this other trolley out here, Wagby? Sorry. Oh, all the other bits you need for the kitchen. Yeah. Thank you.
I didn't know what we need, so I just bought 4 of everything, bits out for the island.
Single core is easy. Dual core is not too bad. As soon as you're looking at multi-core, you've got so many things to try and work out. Like, how do you deal with the fact that some people still only have 2 or 4 CPU cores? Is that going? Do you just develop for those 2 or 4? Do you find a way of expanding it so it can deal with 16 or 32? Did your FPS start taking the decorating walls phase also when making the walls? Couldn't tell you, Rambo, because it was last week that we did all those things.
It wasn't until we started putting the decorations in.
The decorations, there you go. So it's just adding more and more assets.
Personally.
There you go. Don't need that one. Might go out there. Remember when game speed used to be linked to CPU speed? Playing original theme park on fast CPU was funny. Oh yeah, when the actual timing was linked to your... Yes. Which is a little problematic. Time mission is the theme park insta-fail. Yes. Right. I think this is all my spares. Well, in fact, I could maybe use that one. I might actually replace the back one as well. So I need a rug, a light switch, and some kitchen accessories. That's gonna be able to fit. Theorim says, play the original Tyrion 2000. Now gives you a runtime error with detail CPU too fast.
We don't know how to act. We get chaotic and say things we want to take back. Is there a reason that we're still together? How long do we stand here in the fire? How long do we try before we're on our own? How long do we walk across the wire? Stand there till we fall.
The trolley things be such a nightmare to use. Really, I've found it pretty fantastic. I am a big fan of trolleys in games, though. You glitch sideways. Oof. Accessory rug.
So long as it's not banana yellow, I'll tick one as well.
What do you mean?
Sponge had no taste.
Wow. There you go. 2 millennial grey rugs coming in now. Do you need kitchen accessories as well?
Mm-hmm.
Do the accessories not have a star rating? No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Two of those. Breadboards. Half of that stuff is yours, Wagley. needs a light switch, which won't be functional because reasons. Damn it. Here, Wagley, those are yours. Are you doing the dining room order, Wagley? Or do you want me to?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you just stand in the room a second?
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. You were using my list for the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you walked out with it.
Sorry!
2 decorations, okay. Your trolley's ready.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh. Okay, please.
You want the rug first. Grey
Yeah.
box. Okay, that table is huge. Did not look that big in the shop.
Holy moly. Wagley.
It didn't look big in the shop. I made it work.
Right, are you doing the living room bit next? Oh. Take the trolley outside. Ooh. I also want to... Okay, well...
I had to replace my light switch in there.
Yeah, I'm having to as well. And my radiator possibly as well. This song is weird. It is indeed. I just put on the generic playlist. Oh, hang on. Right. Can you just add 2 radiators onto the order you're doing as well? Thanks.
Could you step forward a couple of paces?
There? Sorry.
Tap. 2 decorations.
How are you doing, Timmick? Tuesday's not too bad besides the nice minus 39 degree lovely weather outside currently. Chilly.
We should have put one of the fans up.
You're right. I come back to Merry Christmas playing. Right, let's not. Hang on, I'm going to try and curate this playlist a little bit more. There we go. Hey. Go, yeah, digging contract, then put the diggity diggy hole song. Right, let's get that closed out as well. Sorry about that. Right. Is this the...
That's your stack, yeah.
Cool.
That wasn't a grey. can't put anything on walls.
Oh, that's a problem.
It's the same office problem as the office has.
Oh. Well, that's weird, because this is... Because, like, this is set in a different way.
Right, I'll buy flowers.
Yeah, that works too, doesn't it? That'll do. So I need 2 more cabinets for the living room, 1 decoration, 1 radiator.
Did you manage to get decoration up? I didn't.
Yeah, mine went in fine. Give me a wee second though, I can try and... Oh, for goodness sake. Did the frames improve after the last settings tweak? Not really. The frame monitor's off, but I think this is probably still averaging about 14 without using any sort of additional frame gen. But you'll notice it gets noticeably smoother as you move away from the house. So I need 1 more cabinet and 1 more decoration. Yeah. Yeah, I can come try and give you a hand with your... Is it the others boxes that we can go up, Waggly?
Yeah, none of them. Yeah, it's working for you. That's strange. Joe asks, how many tables have you built, Waggly? None yet. People haven't responded.
Well, I mean, plan is at work. I know that, yeah, Beefy Boys is important. I need another cabinet for my lounge.
She's a civil servant. They don't work.
Wow.
Oh, I just bounced up 3 floors. Yeah, we need to get a van over here to put the rubbish in.
I can go and get that, actually.
I've arrived. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Well, that's a decision. I'm going to have to change some of these settings because they look awful. Right, Joe says, I have a friend who's a civil servant, Wagley. I agree. Wow. That's nowhere else for a taxi to... Thank you, plan.
She's got type C. She's not busy.
How did... I'm stuck. That's... Oh no, I'm now just... There we go.
Keep ending up in random rooms as I'm walking.
Do you just want a dumping truck or an organising truck?
Just a dumping truck to put rubbish in.
No worries. Possibly a not very good theme park. There's actual requirements for the grass outside now as well.
That's what I said to you when we started. I'm glad you listen.
Who are you again?
I won't take you.
Oh. But beefy boys. Out of context clips, anyone? Where did he go? Alright, that's the first problem I've had with the trolley. It is no longer here. I tried the floor above. There is no floor below. That's 2 floors above. Nothing. Looks like today's 5090 unboxing day. Ah, right, okay. First bite of the cherry of getting as much publicity as possible without actually revealing any performance information.
You've disappeared as a character to me, so it was just his box floating.
Do you think it might be worth reloading, being as I've also lost the £6 telly?
Yes.
I wonder how much people really care about the unboxing days, Mark, because, like, realistically, we've already seen them all.
For the hallway.
Okay, but I'll need another one for this then. It disappeared on a trolley. Alright, I'm going to save it up then, Whaley, and then just reload it and see if it does anything better.
Mm-hmm.
That's... It looks like the 5090 comes in eco-friendly packaging. I mean, to be fair, Mark, the 4090 did as well. It was a fully recyclable cardboard box. The 4090 came in. It was actually an interesting piece of packaging engineering. And then having a better 12-pin to 8-pin adapter. Well, it couldn't have been much worse. The 5091 is not dyed, it's raw bleached cardboard. I mean, that's kind of cool. It is one of my pet peeves if I start receiving tech stuff and it's not, when it comes in plastic packaging now. There's literally no reason to do it. Right, let's load. And to be fair, like, I just recently had a load of stuff in from Anchor. All of their stuff is now, they've really minimised the amount of packaging that isn't just cardboard. You're such a consumer freak, part of the problem. Hey Jam, how are you? If my wee business can make sure all of our stuff that's being sent out is sustainable and recyclable and made of recycled product, I'm sure a small business like Nvidia can manage it. Not bad. Existing. Well, existing is better than not. Oh, just a reminder while waiting for this to load. We're currently doing some Contract Ville. We'll be switching over in a little bit to something else. We will later try out the latest update on Delta Force, and there is a poll in the Discord at discord.gg/Imaflanker, or you can use the QR link in the social channel as to what we play this evening. So it looks like Perfect Heist 2 and Delta Force are winning at the moment, with potentially some Mortal. There you go. Well, I did play around with the graphics a lot. We've got about...
Right, please.
Yep, just sending you the invite now. It says I can only invite friends, Wagley, sorry.
Cool, I've got other people I can do things with.
Yeah. Books trade beefy boys to camp outside. There you go, you should have the invite now. Interestingly, my trolley hasn't turned up. Oh, Wagley might be flipping burgers into her face as soon as Beefy Boys opens.
Your stuff's on the other trolley for your 3 hallways. I've put the rest of it in already.
Oh, thanks. I'm, yeah, I think I'm still missing some odds and ends.
I've put the rugs and everything down in them already.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, that's smoother than it was.
It is a little bit.
but it's not reading any of my stuff.
No. Well, we can always switch over to something else and then come back to this after I've had a few days to patch it.
I think we might need to.
No worries. Maybe he's on the roof. I mean, you may well be right. Hang on. This is what you get, by the way, when you let chat interior decorate. It's why we can't have nice things. Hey, you came across an amazing YouTube channel the other day which shows mediocre properties in Canada selling for a couple of million comparatively priced castle in France. Yeah, they're on TikTok as well. There's a series of comparing real estate in Canada to actual castles in Europe. No, thank you. We should get a castle flank so you can flunk my portion, right? I'm good for it. Oh, I've got to... Is this actually going to take a photo? There's a house in Aberdeen at the moment. I don't know if it's still... no, was it in Aberdeen or Kirkcaldy? Hang on. I gotta look it up. It may have already sold. Kirkcaldy... That I thought you would appreciate. Ah, there it is. Here you go, bud. If you ever want to get depressed about the our house prices in some areas of the country, how's that for a house? It's an 8-bed detached property with 3 bathrooms, 6 reception rooms. 650,000. Jam, I tell you, man, every time I look at house prices back home, I'm like, I like Wales. A lot. But that's what you can get in Kirkcaldy for the amount of money that here you get a 3-bed in a nice area or a 4-bed in a really nice in a slightly off area. Looks like it's made out of Lego. Yeah, stone built. A snip on a 20-year mortgage with a 10% deposit at $3,860 a month. The spy looks a bit tacky, but I could always afford that if I sold this house, convince my brother to let me keep his half. Right? I think that's in keeping with some of the local rustic aesthetic there, Jam. They're, and the interior, you could like this a couple of stunning staircases. There's but yeah, I've been looking at housing recently and like looking in Glenrothes and seeing like a 3-bed semi, which is nothing to write home about. You still pick them up for 130,000. And it's closer to rejects, which would mean the downside is that if I did that, I'd have a Waggly staying with me on a more regular basis to go to rejects. It's just across the water from Edinburgh. That's mad. Yeah, it really is. It's like Kirkcaldy is. It's got excellent rail links. There's a department store called Rejects that does amazing lunchtime food if you ever find yourself in that part. And you're not a million miles away from St Andrews. The Transworlding St Andrews are not great by train. You have to go to it's Cooper, isn't it? That's the nearest train station at St Andrews. But there's buses, you can drive there. So, and the property prices in St Andrews for that size of property would be almost London prices. It's so close to you're going to get regular trains across to Edinburgh. You're so close to all the coastline. I was up in Scotland recently and went across that eastern coast of Fife, just following the coast road. That's a beautiful area of the world. Right, Wagley, if I save this up then, if you're having problems as well?
Yes, you may now.
Right. What do you want to do next, Wagley? Because we've got a decent 2-hour slot before Murder Monday begins, so
we can finish the office in Flipper. We've got
we do house
whatever's
Flipper.
going on in Power World. Ranch Sim or one of the supermarkets.
Yeah, Jam, seriously, if you wanted to stay in England, the other place I looked at recently was Blackpool. Now, the disadvantage is you live in Blackpool. I don't mind Blackpool, but the house prices are insane. Without being... Like, there are some places in the UK where the house prices are insane because they are actively dangerous areas. And there are others, it's just because they're not desirable anymore.
Like you.
Rather move to Spain. Well, good luck with the new taxes coming in post Brexit, because the Spanish would rather you didn't move there. But there are still places in Scotland that I'm not going to pretend that some of the most glamorous. That'll be 1960s apartment buildings, but you can still pick up like an apartment for 40 grand in some places. Which, if you're just looking for a starter home, like just getting out on your own after living at home, like, and it's the same minimum wage and living wage up there. You found a 7-bed house, 75,000 Blackpool. That does not surprise me at all, because there's a load of former commercial premises that you will need permissions to change from commercial to domestic. You will get them, but in the meantime, you may end up paying business rates. And if you think your council tax is expensive, check out business rates, as someone that has paid a lot of them.
That house you put in there would be a good little flipper to build.
Sorry?
That house you put in there would be a good little flipper to build.
We could do that, yeah.
But now we've got an office to do.
I know, I'm working on it. Right,
We've got
okay.
an office.
So, it's just going to be a few secs while I get this up and running.
Excuse me, what's this music?
Oh, sorry. Hang on, Wagley. Sorry. Hang on. There you go, Wagley. James says, spot a freehold near Cambridge. I was thinking, my own field to walk around in. Land. Right. Oh, so have a look at some of the house prices, Jem, around Gorothus and Kirkcaldy. that sort of area. There's loads of new builds up there that are going for an absolute pittance compared to most of the south, and you still have access to like Edinburgh. There's still access to jobs up there that like, I am slightly biased for those who don't know. It's my one of my favourite places in the world is around Fife Way. I used to live in Edinburgh. Does Wagley have this song written into their streaming contract? That and snacks, yeah. Okay, right. I need to do the setup for the next stream. It will just be a few moments. Hopefully those on YouTube will be dragged over. If not, I'll also put a link in the chat in just a wee second as well. I can play whatever music I like when you're not here. You gave Dobby a sock.
Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We'd play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school, but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9, cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Still got my friends, they've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light.